If your father did this to you, what would you do? Come on back, and we'll get to the matters at hand. Hello and welcome to gskptv, where we do music, movie, TV, books, life, reviews on it all. We talk about it all. This is a safe place where we can discuss it without any judgment. You teach me and I teach you, and we learn together. Y'all, today, first off, thank you for joining me here on gskptv, and welcome to all my peach trees and sunflower seeds. It's so good to see you. Today is February 20th, 2026. Happy birthday to all the Februarians. I hope so far that your year has been safe and you've done well and stuck to your resolutions or whatever. I hope we had a safe and happy Valentine's Day, and I hope we are enjoying Black History Month and our Black History facts that we share. I hope you like them, and I hope we're learning and you're learning together. We're learning something together. Okay, y'all. Excuse me. As you know, or you may not, so I'm going to inform you. If you are a fan of American Idol, this young woman was the first winner of the American Idol. Her name is Fantasia Barrino. And a few days ago, as a matter of fact, I think it was the day before Valentine's Day or the day after, somewhere within that date, she had a concert in Houston, Texas. Okay. And during her concert, excuse me, guys, the weather's changed. It was 70 degrees yesterday. Today is 30 something. So you know how that does the body. Anyway, during the course of her concert, her husband comes out with this huge, beautiful bouquet of flowers, dressed in a white suit, fit to the T. The man looked good, okay? And he comes out and he reposes to his wife, which is Fantasia. Okay? It was a beautiful, beautiful moment. I cannot understand why this man did what he did. Now, this man is, I don't know if he is Fantasia's biological father or if he is a step parent. But we're going to listen to what he had to say, and then we'll form our opinions. We'll talk about it. Get to the matters at hand. Okay? Fantasia's daddy speaks.
Hey, Bam. Listen, a lot of times you can't express what is going on through a post or this thing. So that's why I wanted to come live, and I want bring everybody in. Those that are Fantasia fans, and because I want y'all to know one thing. I love my daughter. She's my daughter. And I want all her fans to keep her in prayer. Number one, for those of you that have son or daughter, or children, the work that I put in with my kids at a young age, I dare not let somebody that I know manipulate. Now, she's had a lot of them to do it in the past. But this one here, I got proof. You can't come on stage and put together a cry and this, that, and the other. When I was just told a week or so ago by a financial person that was fired from her account that they were running up on him because there was money missing. And there was no paper trail on his part. The other folk got fired. But he got her fired. How a concerned parent like yourself, whoever's got a family, whoever's got a daughter or a son, you sit back, that would be less a man of me not to shout it out. Yes, I'm going to shout it out. I've had somebody come on to, I had one, not only just one, that called me and said, how you going to do your daughter like, I ain't done nothing to my daughter. And I'm blessing my daughter. I called out the man. And sometimes you don't get it until it's too late. Sometimes you don't get it until it's too late. Now, if my daughter don't talk to me because I'm trying to help her, Brandon, you know, if she don't talk to me because I'm trying to help her, that's God. She got to deal with God for that. Listen, if there's too many celebrities has went down because of the same thing. You say you love God, but you put a man before him. How can a man come out of prison and then listen to the video? What the man said. Go back, listen to the video. The man said, she chose me. She chose me. Bible readers. Is that what the word say? He's supposed to chose her. Figure it out. Another thing. It was prophesied by Louis Farrakhan. Wrong deal. But they went against it. She went against it. So my thing is this. Absolutely, bam. Listen, whoever, let me see, Christopher Jordan. Is that, oh, Christopher Jordan, I know y'all. First of all, listen, I've been dealing with bad news, bad publicity of my child for 22 years. You say pray. You can, I don't know who you're being taught by, but you can pray, pray, pray. If that person going against your prayer or going against anything that anybody say, you can pray until you turn blue. They're not really going to pray until they're belly up or either face down. When they done come, taking all your assets away that God give you. So now listen, this is not a call, I'm not going against my daughter. But if the God is in you, don't show you manipulation. And when your man go openly and say you chose him, there's something wrong with that picture. Louis Farrakhan asked him, is she your angel? Go pull it up. Go pull it up. Louis Farrakhan in D.C. speaks about fantasia. He asked, is she your angel? He said, I don't know, but she's been an angel to me. For those of you, listen, pray for Fantasia. Fantasia fans, I love Fantasia just like you do. But you don't want to see nothing happen to Fantasia. You don't want to see her be taken over, taken advantage of. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Now, if y'all think I'm wrong, just call me a crying father. He cried to her, but I'm a crying father. Okay, somebody says, oh, you just mad because she don't do it? No, baby. I do me. I take care of me. I take care of me. God got me real good. I'm concerned. I want my baby to come out on top. And some of these, if anybody's going against that, it don't really matter. Anybody that is going against whatever, because I'm not even reading a lot of the comments. But if anybody's going against that, if you got a child, if you got a son or you got a daughter, if you're letting this happen to them, then you're an unfit father or mother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, because I'm reaching out on behalf of my daughter, even if she ain't me and I don't hardly talk, it don't matter. I don't care how she feel about me. I'm responsible. I made her. You may deal with, if you're not responsible for yours, so be it. So, but I'm gonna, just pray. I ain't gonna do too much talking, but like I say, it's the things that I know about that I really. That's why I'm pushing this. Come on, pray. I feel people don't understand when you. I missed it. Yeah, I got love for my family. I got love for y'all, believe it or not. And I appreciate y'all listening to me. But my thing is that post that was posted, I don't know when, and it's posted by several. Listen, it looks like love. But y'all know, I'm getting it. We're not doing much to with people. We know what's happening. They just still gotta see it. Yeah, so I love you too. Abu, I see you, everybody. Listen, y'all just keep it praying up. And don't walking out, that's a publicity.
Okay, guys. You guys, I don't know where to start unpacking this. Okay, first we'll just start right here. I feel like he is dead. He is dead wrong for coming on the internet and putting that child's business out here for the world to see. I think he is totally and completely wrong for that. He's wrong for that. He is absolutely and totally wrong for exposing her private business like that. He is. I don't care if he is her daddy or stepdaddy or whatever he's supposed to be. He should not have gotten on the internet and exposed her like that. Now, do I agree with no. Now I do agree with his concern for her if it is warranted. I do agree with his concern if it is warranted. But he could have let them have their moment. And then when Fantasia and them got through and got back to the house, he could have aired her right on out. He could have said, you know that nigga ain't hitting on nothing. Now you know he stole that money. They could have argued till heaven got the news. He could have said everything he wanted to and then some. If he had waited instead of exposing and embarrassing her like he has. Now, mind you, this is a reposal. Fantasia and this man have been married for 11 years. This is not a new man. This is not somebody that just came into the picture. They have been married. Excuse me, I'm trying to get my angles right. Because with me being so short and I do my pictures in the back, I'm right dead in the middle of the picture. And I'm trying not to be. And anyway, so you guys just work with me, okay? But anyway, they have been married 11 years. And now you coming up with, I don't know of any other incidents that she has had with him. Now, to be transparent, I don't really follow Fantasia. I don't follow any of these people that I talk about, but I do love and like Fantasia's music. Now, I haven't heard of any drama or problems or anything, of that nature that she's had with this man, other than I heard that he was in prison, or I don't know, something about him being in prison. I don't know. So, from what I understand, I think that's where she met him, or excuse me, you guys, I don't know what it's just every time I start to try to do one of these videos, it's the yawning, it's the this, it's the that, but we gonna go on in his name. It ain't nothing but Satan. He might as well go on and sit down because I'm doing my videos. But anyway, supposedly this man has been to prison or something to that effect, and the daddy has aired that out too. You know, he done said something about that as well, which is, again, none of his business on this dad blame internet. And Fantasia should air him out and make sure that he stays cut off. He come talking about honoring your father and all this. Honoring your father. If she don't want to speak to me after this, she got to take that up with God. No, she don't have to take that up with nobody, because the Bible does not say anywhere, since you trying to call yourself quoting Bible, that you have to take abuse off your parents. Honoring your mother and father does not mean you have to be mistreated by your parents. That's not what that means. That don't mean you have to sit up and let your mama and daddy and them talk to you crazy just because they're your mama and your daddy. That is not what that means. That means to respect your mother and father. That don't mean you have to let them abuse you because they're your mother and father. The Bible also says to come out from amongst them. It's a lot of ways that can be said and used. If somebody is abusing you, get away from them. Come out from amongst them. Because I feel like I could use, because I don't think anywhere in the scripture that it says that we have to stay and be abused by anybody. If you can show me where it says to stay when your parents are mistreating and abusing you, then I stand to be corrected. Because keep in mind, parents are simply people too. Parents are not perfect. Parents make mistakes as well. And like God forgives and forgave us, we are to forgive our parents and people too. But forgive does not necessarily mean stay. Okay? Now, mind you, your parents correcting you is not abuse. Parents telling you from their experience and the wisdom that God has given to them sharing that with you is not abuse. When parents are telling you right and wrong and don't do this and this, that, and the other, that's not abuse, and nor is it judgment. So let's not misunderstand what I'm saying here, okay? But this man is dead wrong because he embarrassed his daughter. And for us to be so-called Christian, like he says, we're supposed to protect one another's reputation, not blast it out for everybody to see and hear. And the word says if you have an ought with your brother, don't you go to him. You don't sit up and show out in front of everybody about what's going on in your business. You're supposed to take that person aside. You don't air them out in front of everybody. And that is why Fantasia's daddy is just as wrong as two left shoes. Now, again, from what I understand, this man has been kind of worrisome and troublesome in Fantasia's marriage and her affairs and things of that nature. Now, from what I understand, from listening to him talk, he ain't worried about Fantasia. He's worried about Fantasia's money. Because the first thing he said was he been stealing money. Somebody said at the financial house, they came and told me. If you and Fantasia aren't close like that, why is somebody coming and telling you about Fantasia's financial business? Why are they telling you when she supposedly doesn't have anything to do with you? Why are these people coming and telling you about Fantasia's money? And then you sitting up talking about, you got proof that he did all this. Well, you should have showed the proof too. You didn't put everything else out there. You should have put it all out there. Now you want to have some shame and integrity or something when it comes to that? Why didn't you just put it all out there? You done put her out there, put it out there. But you ain't gonna show that. You got all this proof, but you're gonna protect the proof and not your daughter. And like I said, if you had the problem like you say you did, you could have waited till that girl got home and you could have said any and everything you wanted to say to her about that. But you chose to embarrass and hurt her. You can't tell me that you didn't think and know that this would embarrass and hurt her. That's why you did it. This is what they call nigga mess. Something my daddy has always. This is called, again, nigga mess. Sure is. Another example. He did not have this to do to that girl. And then wonder why she don't want to talk to him. I wouldn't want to talk to you either. And wouldn't. And wouldn't. This girl is known all over the world. And you have taken her private business and put it out all over the world, whether it's true or not. You have embarrassed your daughter and her family. Trying to prove what? I don't know. I don't know what you thought you would accomplish with doing this to her. I do not know what you thought was going to happen when you did this to her. I know you didn't think she was going to come running and busting into your arms, and I know you could not have possibly thought that. I don't even know Fantasia, and I'm embarrassed for her and hurt for her, because that was a beautiful moment that her and her husband were sharing together. Whether he's a lie, scam, or whatever, That was a nice, sweet moment they had, and you have ruined it. You have completely and totally ruined it. But that was your mission anyway. You accomplished what you wanted to accomplish because you ruined that day for Fantasia. You did that. You ruined that day for Fantasia. I hope, hey, I hope you're proud of yourself. I really do. I hope you are so proud of yourself because you ruined your daughter's day with your nigga mess foolishness. And if I was Fantasia, I would not speak to you. You might be forgiven, but I would have more interactions with you. Sorry, Dad. Like you sit up here talking about praying and all this, I would pray for you and go on about my business. I would be through with you. And that would still be honoring my father. I can't help that my father don't want to act right. I'm not going to be mean to him. I'm going to forgive him and go on with my life. It is sad that the daddy tried to talk about the husband's record, and the daddy's record is worse than the husband's. You know the old saying, calling the kettle black, the pot calling the kettle black. How you gonna talk about somebody and your record is a mile long, longer than the person that you're talking about? How? And then he's sitting up there looking like a black baked potato and done embarrassed this girl down to the ground. And talking about how much you love. And then Farrakhan and let me tell you something. Women do choose their husbands. She did choose him. Just like he chose her. What are you talking about? Because it don't work like all the man got to do is walk up and say, I choose you. What are you talking about? That's stupid. That's somebody that don't know what he's talking about. Yes, she chose him just like he chose her. What are you talking about? And then trying to put that lie on scripture. Don't, no. A man that chooses a wife is a good thing. That don't mean a nigga just walk up and say, you, come here. That's not what that means. You need to get somewhere and reread. You need to go to some Bible study and Sunday school and things of that nature, because you is way yonder off on them scriptures. You way off. And this idea of everybody praying, everybody that prays for you is not praying for you to be uplifted. Some people pray for your downfall. So that idea is you want everybody and anybody to pray. No, I don't want everybody praying for me. I don't want everybody laying hands on me. That's how bad spirits are transferred to. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't want those that are not truly Christian and saved by the blood of the Lamb. I don't want them praying for me. I said it and I mean it. I want those that believe Christ is the Savior and is the only way. That's who I want to pray for me. I don't want them that's praying to crystals and rocks and all that. I don't want them praying for me. I want the one and only true Savior. Those that worship Him, that's who I want to pray for me. And I'm not talking about those that worship that white man on the picture. I want the ones that believed in the Christ and the God that have the feet like polished brass, bronze, hair like lamb's wool. Those are the ones that I want praying for me. Those are the ones. Not all this other mess. The ones that think that King James wrote the Bible. No. I don't want that. I don't want that kind of foolishness around me. King James ain't wrote damn Bible, not one letter. Okay? No. I want the ones that believe in the truth and the living, the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. That's who I want to pray for me. That's who I want. Those that have studied to show themselves approved. That's who I want praying for me. Not some niggas and not some peckerwood sitting up just saying what they think. I want true believers. Sinners saved by grace. That's who I want praying for me. I don't want everybody and anybody praying for me. So that nigga, you need to cut that out too. Because everybody ain't praying for that girl to do well. A lot of them is just like you. Waiting on her to be embarrassed. Like you did her. Thinking you doing her a favor. Now here's the thing about that. If that man is hurting her, like you say he is, her father, or so-called father, whatever you're supposed to be, has come right along in behind him and hurting her too. How do you think that makes her feel? That now, oh my goodness, my dad has embarrassed me all over the internet. How do you think that makes her feel? You ain't no better than he is. And you just proved it because you embarrassed this child all over the internet. Just like you would be embarrassed if somebody took your intimate details and blasted them all over the internet. Like you did. He need to get somewhere and sit down and mind his business and worry about what woman that he is mistreating, like he did that girl's mama. Huh? He didn't mention that, did he? He ain't aired all that out. He didn't air out his crime record or whatever. He didn't say all that. But he can tell you about Fantasia's business. You can say what you want to, but that's shady as far as I'm concerned. Something ain't clean in the milk. They bad as Bro-Rilla and Glorilla. It's something that nigga want. Now, you can say what you want to. I don't care if it is or daddy. It's something he want. And he ain't getting it. So he has gone to desperate measures. That is what's going on there. He wants something from Fantasia. And what he wants from her is her money. Why are you worried about what she gives her husband? If she did give that man a significant amount of money, that is her husband. She can give him whatever she wants to. That is her husband, not her boyfriend, not somebody she just laying up with. That's her husband of 11 years. He can't be stealing that much money because in 11 years, it ain't been in her pocketbook. She ain't said nothing. I'm sure if he was doing that to her, she would recognize that and say something, don't you think? You don't think she would say something if she was unhappy? And mind you, I know, like you mentioned, women get scammed and this and that and that and this all the time. But that's still that grown woman's life. That's her choices to make and deal with, just like you made yours. But you can say what you want to. Is something not clean in the milk? This has nothing to do with love and your daughter. There is something that you want from your daughter. And since all this has taken place, your daughter done came out and said, you can forget it. You ain't been much of a daddy, no how. You can forget it. And her husband has also come out. So what I'm going to have to do is make more videos, of course, later on about this same situation and their responses to what her father has said and done. So you guys, I think that I have come to the end of my review about Fantasia and her father, and I hope that you enjoyed it very much. Thank you for joining me here on gskptv, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. As I've been saying, I hope that you guys are tuning in to our Black History fun facts every week. I try to drop us a fun fact, Black history, that is not common and well known to us, because we have so much to learn about each other, and I hope you have been watching. Again, I want to say thank you to all my peach trees and sunflower seeds for joining me here on GSKP TV. As I always say, you guys, we've got to wash our hands, we've got to wear our masks. Flu season is upon us. And I want to say hello to my Cocoa Bean. Him and I spent the day on the phone today together. Hey, Cocoa Bean. Again, to the February birthdays, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful, safe birthday. And again, be safe. Take care of one another. And until next time, I am my brother's keeper. I love you. Bye.